Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. This is the first of a series of videos covering quality of life improvements we're adding to Path of Exile. In the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, you can now pause the game at any time by pressing escape to open the menu or opening any full-screen interface, like the passive tree. You'll also be paused if any lag is detected, or if you disconnect. It's worth noting that you cannot do this in areas that have the cannot pause debuff, which is usually reserved for pinnacle boss content. Keep an eye on upcoming news leading up to the livestream for Secrets of the Atlas for many more quality of life improvements. Then, join us on June 5th for the livestream, where we'll deep dive into all the content in the expansion. Thanks, and see you then. Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, we're making some quality of life changes and improvements around the Atlas and map device. In 3.26, you will be able to use Orbs of Horizon to reroll your Elder and Conqueror Guardian maps. Doing so will reroll the base map and the Guardian of that map. We're also adding a small additional inventory to the map device. This can be particularly useful if you're rolling many maps to run in sequence, or you want to use varying amounts of scarabs or other map fragments. Keep them in here to save time going back and forth to your stash. These are just some of the improvements we're making around the endgame, so you'll have to tune into GGG Live on June 5th to find out more. See you then! Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, we're making some long-awaited improvements to the Betrayal League. Jun has finally passed the ability to unveil items onto you. You can now just right-click a veiled item and select the modifier you want to unveil. We're also making a change to how you unlock the crafting recipes, normally discovered by unveiling items. Now, you'll discover these crafts throughout the endgame, specifically next to boss rooms and core maps on your Atlas. This will make the process of unlocking all your crafting options far less tedious. These are just two of the improvements we are making around Betrayal, so you'll have to tune into GGG Live on June 5th to find out more. See you then! Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, we're not only improving quality of life. We are also improving various crafting systems, and adding some new ones. You'll have to join us for the livestream on June 5th to get the full deep dive into these additions, but let's take a look at an old crowd favourite that's returning, as well as two new ones that interact with existing item mechanics. In 3.26, we'll be bringing back the Veiled Chaos Orb. Both failed currencies will now exist. Additionally, we're adding Exalted Orbs that apply Shaper Influence and Elder Influence to items. These are just a taste of the orbs coming to Path of Exile and the Secrets of the Atlas expansion. Join us for the livestream to find out what other crafting changes we'll be making. Thanks, and see you then. Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. In the Secrets of the Atlas expansion, and as you may have recently seen from Path of Exile 2, we're making a change to how you use currency items on strongboxes and monsters imprisoned in essences. Based on the currency you have in your inventory and the state of the strongbox, it will display a set of buttons underneath the label. You can instantly click those buttons to immediately use the currency item they correspond to. The same applies to essences, with the Remnant of Corruption currency. You must have those currency items in your inventory, but you no longer need to open it to use them. Not all currency items are presented, as we have taken care to ensure that valuable currency like Divine Orbs are not there, as it would often be wasteful to use in this context. Join us on June 5th for the livestream to find out what other quality of life changes we'll be making in the Secrets of the Atlas expansion. Thanks, and see you then. Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of Exile. Here's another video showing quality of life improvements. Where not all changes are grand and worthy of their own video, that doesn't mean they're not useful. I figured we should rapid fire through a bunch of our quality of life honorary mentions, coming in Secrets of the Atlas. During breach encounters, all the splinters will be automatically collected and dropped at the end of the breach encounter. On gamepads, we have separated the targeting of monsters and non-monsters, so you are able to target them independently. This removes a bunch of frustration when you are trying to interact with objects in the world and monsters are nearby. You no longer have to kill them all first. When using currency items, after right-clicking them, it will highlight all other items which that currency can be used on. When fighting pinnacle bosses, specifically boss fights that consist of only an arena with a boss in it, such as Maven or Elder, you can no longer gain experience, but more importantly, you cannot lose experience if you die to them. So you no longer have to reach your next level milestone before attempting to fight them. Vendor windows will now remember your last search. This is remembered until you log out, and is remembered on a per NPC basis. The amount of characters you can type in the search field has also been increased. For those who are in large guilds, you can now hide offline members. Subsequent visits to the Rogue Harbour no longer require a rogue marker to be used. You can simply access it through the waypoint screen. Those were our honorary mentions for quality of life. With GGG Live on June 5th, we're looking forward to deep diving into the secrets of the Atlas expansion, and letting you know all about the other epic changes and improvements we'll be making. Thanks very much, and see you then.
This Skull of Undeath will track and show your total number of kills, deaths, and your KDR. Just because Path of Exile isn't a first-person shooter doesn't mean this isn't important. Proudly or shamefully link it to your friends, or in global chat to show it off.